What is up, guys? Today we're going to be doing some replay trading. I'm gonna be showing you guys this because I know from what I've questions like about and stuff, it's so far as a younger community. Obviously, if you know how to do this, great. You don't have to watch a video, but this is how to start backtesting for beginners. I'm not gonna make this like try to go viral. I'm just putting it out there for people who really want to learn trading and how to backtest. I'm obviously not like the main output, as I literally have trade recaps and like an information video of what I want to do. If you want to learn trading, go to TGR, search up all the videos you need. He just put out a 5-hour course, so that's a great resource if you're trying to learn trading. Once you learn trading, come back, and this is like an in-depth on how I backtest, which I'm not. I'm 3 months into trading, so it's not like I'm a pro at trading. Like I barely have like really gone. I'm just starting out basically, but backtesting is very important, as it's like one of the main ways you can basically practice trading on the market when it's not open. So the first thing I do is, this is something called FX Replay. When you open it up, you can make an account. It's free. No money's needed. So I have my account here, and then you can go to this home page. Once you're here, you have all this information. You won't have anything up if you're just starting, but you come down here, you click new session, name. I'm just gonna make mine S&P 500, and then this is the account balance you start with. I like to start with 10K. You can start with whatever number, it doesn't really matter. And then my assets, I just do 500. If you're doing the S&P, it's 500. You can put that in. And then initial date, this is tricky to figure out at first, but you literally have to go back like a month. This is what I do. I go back a month, I click this, and I click OK. What that does is it just sets like last month is when the trading starts, and then it ends this month on the 1st. So that's a 1 month of trading that you can review. It's obviously quicker, which I'll show you. So click create session, and then there you go. So this is it. You click play. It will say you're on the next line. It doesn't really matter. And here you go. So what I like to start is just to remove indicators, which is this, because it gets annoying. You can customize your chart however you want over here. Yeah, so this is the start. You can move this up and down. It doesn't really matter. I like to put this here, and then this is like my lot size, which you don't need yet. So it's the same trading view chart that you normally have. So you have your time frames. This is different. So this is how fast the chart replays. So 1 tick every minute it simulates. So when you click play, usually it starts lower. That's just because you just have started like your session. So what I like to do is I just go in an hour, and I literally just let it simulate for like a day, right? So that's all I need. So now we don't have that huge gap, right here. I start on 30-minute, so this is how I trade. I start on 30-minute. I put my vertical line. I put one line at 18, which is Asian session open, which would be right here. And then I put one line at 3, which is London session open, and then I put one line at 9:30. So right here we already are actually right into, this is actually perfect. We're right into macro. I don't know how I got it that perfect. So, sorry, not macro. Market open. So basically I monitor this. So we see this is a huge gap. I don't know if this is just like not simulated, or if it's like if it didn't show up, and this hat is on the real chart. So again, I'm gonna just keep simulating it until it gets to a point where I'm comfortable with trading. So it's definitely gonna fluctuate, doesn't really matter. Okay, it's out of sight. Okay, it's out of sight now. That doesn't matter. So now we can do the same thing again. Sorry about that, guys. Put a line at 18. So one at 18, and then one at 3. You obviously don't have to follow this. This is just how I like to backtest. So if you need like a way to do it, here you go. And then one at 9:30, which is right here. So we haven't even hit 9:30 yet. So what I'll do is I'll wait till it hits 9:30. So I'll just put it on a time frame where I'll hit 9:30. Boom, hit 9:30. So this is what I'm looking to trade from 9:50 to 10:30. So like within this gap is when I'm willing to trade. So that's why I simulate it up until here so I can see everything behind it. So imagine like it's Tuesday morning. What day is it on this? This is Thursday. Say it's Thursday morning. Sorry, Friday morning. So this is Thursday. Say it's Friday morning. You wake up. You are on the charts at like 9:30 or 9. Usually I get on at 9. You're on the charts. You see this. You mark all this out. What do? Well, you would mark out your highs and lows. So you have this low. Actually, this low, this low. You have this high. And yeah. What are the lows you have? These lows. And then, like, if you look previous days, you have all the way down here. That's not going to get hit today, but you get what I'm saying. These lows got swept. These highs got swept. So this is all you need to go. Then I go to the 1 hour and I look for fair value gaps and basically order blocks, stuff like that. So somehow we're an uptrend, but like if I was to target an order block on the downside, I would target like this order block. And there's a fair value gap within there. So price could manipulate down, obviously not today, but if I was a swing trader, that would be a good trade to take. Anyways. So then after that, not really anything to mark out. You can go to the 4 hour if you want. Again, it's going to look really choppy. Not really anything. We filled this fair value gap, push up. So a lot of my guess is it's going to eventually come out and take out these highs and then push back down. So my bias is obviously bullish for today. I'm not going to mess it up this time. Bullish for today. So now that we have this, I go to the 5 minute. This is a big difference than the 4 hour, but this is where you really can see. So right here, it's already 9:55. Actually, I can usually extend my time to like 10:50 just to have a, okay, it doesn't, sometimes it does that. 10:50. So I'll usually trade within this time period, okay? So on the 5 minute time frame, what do we see? So we see price either could manipulate down, hit this, but right here, what do we have? We have a fair value gap that got filled. All right, so we see that we have these highs and these lows to target. What stands out to me on the 5 minute most is we have these highs right here, which are pretty equal, and then if you even look at this, these didn't even get swept. So we have 3 really pretty equal highs that need to get taken out. On top of that, we have these lows that got swept right here. So these are our most current lows. Those are our most current lows. So right now, we're sitting about in the middle. So markets unopened. We see a retracement into this fair value gap. And we're seeing bullish reaction. So to me, that's a sign to scale down to the 1 minute. So scale down to the 1 minute. What do we see? Yeah, we see that retracement down. And then we're looking for a break structure to target these 3 highs. So we broke structure here. So waiting for a candle closer above this, and then we'll enter. Boom. Candle closure above, enter. Obviously, this is just a quicker trade, so there's so much more things I could analyze. I don't have previous data from the days before. But this is what I'm saying. I just do 1,000 units. It seems to work fine for me. But, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, so it's 10:50. This is when I would end my trade. I'm just gonna let this play out because I really want to take out one of these highs. Actually, it did end up taking out these highs, which is a target. I could have targeted those, you know. Right now, this trade, that could have been my first take profit. I could have waited for a break structure down here to enter, and then boom, that's a good trade take. But again, not all trades work out. What I would not like what I used to do when I was starting to do this replay trading is if I was like this much below, I wouldn't close the trade. You just close it like this, right? Click save. I wouldn't have done that. I would have just literally, if it wasn't where I wanted it, I would just click hour and literally let it play out until I got to my above like where I want it to be. And that's just not something that's not reasonable. You want to make this as realistic as possible. So if I was in the real market, what I would have seen is it took out those highs and it pushed down, it inversed this fair value gap here, and then it broke structure as well. So for me, this is not a trade I would continue to take profit. So I'd close this. This is my ending profit for the day. I lost 1,200. That's how trading is. You're not always going to win. Next time, what I'm going to do better is on the 1 minute, what I'll look for is these highs to get taken out. That'll be my first take profit. Say I close 50% there, then my stop loss to break even. I just made 50% profit. So that's what I could have done differently. So I just want to look this out, play this out, and see where it goes. Look at that. So what do we see? At 12, it hit full. Around 12, it hit full take profit. What did it do first? Well, it slept out these lows. It tapped back into this order block. Actually, sorry. Tapped back into this order block. Let's look on the 5 minute. On 5 minute, what do we have here? We have a retracement down to this fair value gap. Fills that fair value gap, boom, rallies. Fills it, boom, rallies. So what I can wait for is a 5 minute fair value gap retracement, just more confirmation. So my bias wasn't bad, it was just my entry. So don't force a trade. See, like you can learn a lot in just one simple trade like that. You know, the market isn't always gonna go your way, and this can help a lot. So I obviously lost 1,200, but I gained all this knowledge, and it's not real money. It's all fake. Like, even if you're demo trading, this is a very great way on when the market's not open to trade. Definitely what's a downside of this is that the candles are all over the place. It's just how the market works, like this on the FX replay. That's just how it works for me, at least. I don't know if it's different for other people. It's hard to point out the stuff on a 1 minute. Like, there's literally gaps between all these candles. I don't know what that's from. It just is like that. You can definitely work around it. So that's something you can. It's not like the biggest end of the deal. Like especially on the higher time frames, it's not as bad. Like if you go on the 30 minute, I believe there's like none. Yeah, like it's usually pretty similar to the real market. So again, look at this retracement down, fills the fair value gap, boom, pushes up. Like it takes full profit. So that's something you can look at. So that's FX replay. The next one I wanted to show you guys is on the actual charts. I don't know what this blue line is. Please help me figure this out. I'm gonna go in settings and figure this out. This blue stuff, I don't know what that is. I'm trying to figure this out, how to fix this. Like, what are all these blue boxes for? I don't know. anyways, that's not the key point of today. This key point of this is how to backtest on this. So go to any day, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go closer to here. So like say right here. Okay. Point out 18, 3, and 9:30. Okay. We have these three pointed out. Now that we have those on the map, oh my god, bro. On the market, the chart. Now that we have these on the chart, we can scale down, or scale up, whatever you need. So go to 1 hour. What do we see? We go back to where we are, right here. Well, on the 1 hour, we barely see nothing. I actually forgot to mark out the highs and lows. Let's do that right now. 15-minute, 30-minute. I like to do on the 30-minute just because that's what TJR was teaching and his stuff. And it seems to be the best for like range. Like it's not too small of a range where you can't see the closures and stuff, like, or the sessions. It's just good range. So this is just literally sideways market. That's weirdest Asian session I've ever seen. We don't have any highs and lows, but we have previous day highs and lows here. Those get swept out in London session, so don't worry about that. Create new highs. We have these lows, previous day lows, that did not get hit. Come into market, so just imagine none of this is here. So that's what we have so far. Yeah, so 9:30 is market open, so we can go down to we already looked at 1 hour, there wasn't really much. I mean, just for a gap here, but ends up going down to this. Yeah, so actually we can mark out this order block. So coming to market, we create this Fairway gap here. Alright, let's go down to the 5-minute. So we mark out everything on the 30 minutes and 1 hour. Let's go down to the 5 minute. This is different because now you have to literally scroll all the way back. This is what's difficult about this. If you don't want to do the FX replay, you have to scroll all the way back in time, especially if you're going far back. So just to keep that in mind. Market open 9:30. When are we looking to trade? 9:50. Mark out 9:50. Again, this is just what I use for strategy. You don't have to use the same thing, but this helps for backtesting. 9:50. We see this is when we're willing to take a trade. Well, we see market comes up. I'm trying to think of what happens here. In this gap when market opened, we're in a downtrend, so bearish momentum. Then what? We have a retracement up. So once we get that retracement up, usually what I do is scale down to 1 minute. This is the annoying. Oh, this is the annoying part. Scroll all the way back until you find your. Sometimes it doesn't even show up on the thing, which sucks. Like it will say, you run out of space or something. What the heck? It's just not loading? That's great. Alright, so let's go back to the 5-minute. So, on the 5-minute, we have this here still. Okay. So, on the 5-minute, we're just going to go back down. We see this retracement up, fill fair value gap. Sorry. Retracement up. I'm sure on the 1 minute, that's a good retracement. So maybe even off that, when it comes back down, it shows bearish confirmation. You can just put your stops right here, and then target previous areas of liquidity. So you have these lows, and these lows, and then these lows. So this would probably be my first take profit right here. You always have this, but I think this is better drawn liquidity. Actually, no, this is definitely better drawn liquidity. So first take profit, second take profit, third take profit, and then final take profit. So that's what my trade probably would have been. This is what's more difficult, is because you can literally see it happening, and it already happened. So it's very easy to just say, oh, this is what I would have taken, when it might not have been. This probably, I would not, if I, like, I may not have taken this trade, but again, it gives you, like, you can literally just study what happened before in the market, which helps a lot too. So this seems to be more difficult for me in a sense, because it's hard to tell what I would have done when I have it all laid out right for me. So that's something you gotta look at when you're trying to figure out what you want to backtest. I mean, so it hits these take profits, doesn't go out and take these. I mean, it's a pretty good trade. So now that you guys have the understanding of how to backtest, go and do it. I was doing it like an hour a day, and then I went down to 30 minutes a day, and I'm kind of just chilling there right now. You don't have to do it that much, but if you really want to grind, definitely try to do it as much as you can. I obviously can't do it when talking, because I've only been doing this for 3 months, but compared to people who are just starting, this is definitely a big step backtesting and getting reps in, because it really does help for the market. Like, there's been times in the market when I was like, oh, this happened in backtesting, let's use that to my advantage, and it's worked for trades. So I hope you guys like this video. It's definitely a longer one, 15 minutes on this, so probably like 25. I have split this into 2 sections, so probably like 25 minutes, maybe less. Longer video. Obviously, if you stayed to the end, comment, because I don't think a lot of people are. I don't think anyone's gonna stay for the end of this video. But lock in, guys. So your journey begins. See you guys. Peace.